Hey Finns Nation, what's up? My fellow Aqua and Orange Warriors? Imagine this. Tua Tagovailoa, our island rocket, dropping truth bombs in Madrid like he's schooling the world on how to bounce back stronger. We're talking Dolphins news that's got my heart pounding. Straight from the international spotlight as we gear up for that epic clash with the Commanders. But hold up, before we dive into Tua's raw confession on his biggest regret, ask yourself, could one slip-up be the fire that reignites our whole squad? Stick around, because this story's got growth, grit, and a whole lot of Miami magic that'll have you yelling fins up from your couch. Tua's presser in Spain wasn't just chit-chat. It was a masterclass in owning your mess. Picture the scene. Reporters from all corners firing questions, the air buzzing with that global vibe, and our QB stepping up like the leader we knew he could be. He didn't dodge the heat from this brutal 2025 season. Scrutiny on his arm, his words, everything. Instead, he laid it bare, and man, it hit different. This isn't some scripted fluff. It's Tua evolving right before our eyes, turning pain into power. But let's rewind to that Charger gut punch, because that's where the real story ignites. After that 29-27 heartbreaker, Tua vented about teammates showing up late to player-led meetings. Boom, headlines everywhere. As a captain, that stung the locker room, especially with 3 picks on his stat line. Fans like us felt the ripple. It was raw, messy, but oh so human. What if that moment was the crack in the armor we needed to rebuild tougher? Now, fast forward to Madrid, where Tua owns it all. The biggest challenge was off the field, he said, voice steady but eyes fierce. He broke down how spilling that tea violated the team's sacred rule. Protect the team at all costs. Intent didn't matter. The damage did. And in that vulnerability you see the growth, apologizing to the leaders, the whole squad, rebuilding those bonds that matter more than any W. Dolphins news like this? It's gold for us fans, reminding us football's family first. Teaser time. What if this regret isn't a setback, but the spark that lights up our secondary weapons? Because next up, Tua's got high praise for a certain speedster stepping into the alpha role. Who's ready to see how one guy's rise is saving our season? Hit that like if you're feeling the hype. Shifting gears to the heart of our offense without Cheetah. Jalen Waddle. Baby, since Tyreek Hill's devastating knee injury back in Week 4 against the Jets, Waddle's been a beast, no cap. 5 catches, 80 yards. That's his floor in 5 of the last 6 games. Stats scream volume, but Tua? He sees deeper, and it's got me pumped as a Dolphins diehard. This ain't just numbers. It's a takeover. Remember that gruesome hit on Hill? Knee dislocation, season ender, gut-wrenching for all of us. We went from explosive duo to next man up real quick, and Waddle didn't flinch. Tua lit up in Madrid talking leadership. Waddle's breaking huddles like a vet. If it ain't crisp, back in we go. That's the little things. Fins fans, the fire that turns good into great. With defenses keying on him now, he's owning it, averaging 112 yards per game post-Hill. Who's got the edge in our WR room now? But here's the emotional hook. Waddle's not just balling. He's channeling Tyreek's spirit. That pre-injury message from Hill? Keep fighting. No quit. Waddle's living it, rallying the receivers, pushing Tua in practice. Dolphins news doesn't get sweeter. Turning tragedy into triumph. Imagine the trade rumors we shut down. We said no to a haul for JW, and look at us thriving. What do you think, squad? Waddle for All-Pro? Drop your take below. Suspense building? Good, because this leadership wave crashed right into our biggest statement win yet. Strap in, Fins faithful. How does a 2-7 underdog squad dismantle the Bills like it was nothing? Tua to Waddle bombs away. Next, the breakdown that had Buffalo seeing ghosts. That Bills beatdown? 30-13 domination. Our first lead over them since 16 at halftime. 13-0. Baby. Tua sliced them up. 9 straight completions after an early hiccup, outgaining Buffalo 221-90 in the first half alone. As a lifelong Dolphins fan, I was screaming at my TV. Finally, revenge on those AFC East bullies who've owned us for years. 7-game streak snapped? More like shattered. Chubb called it delusional faith pregame, but man, we believed. No moping at 2-7. Just grind, fight, show up. Defense feasted 3 turnovers. Allen picked in the end zone twice. Offense? Devon a chain house calls, Waddle's 38-yard dagger. This wasn't luck. It was us peaking when the world counted us out. Dolphins news headlines. McDaniel's masterpiece. Where does this rank in his legend? Heart-pounding close. That neutral zone jump by Benito Jones? Almost gifted Buffalo, but we recovered, turned it into points. 16-0 lead. Largest first-half deficit Buffalo's faced since last year's Ravens rout. Tua finished with 0 picks. Efficient as ever. Fins up, indeed. But wait, how's this tying back to Tua's growth? One more layer. Leadership fueling the fire. Diving deeper into that Charger fallout because Tua's Madrid mea culpa is the blueprint for our turnaround. Post-loss, he aired the laundry. Late meetings, woe is me vibes. And yeah, it ruffled feathers. 3 INTs on him that night. Team at 1-5. Whispers of hot seats everywhere. But owning it? That's captain moves. Rebuilding trust brick by brick. In Spain, Tua reflected, relationships trumped the field. He shared with the vets the whole squad apology tour that healed wounds. Stats back it. Post-Chargers, our turnover margin flipped positive, wins stacking. From Madrid's glow to Hard Rock's roar, this regrets our rally cry. As Dolphins fans, we've seen dark days. This feels like dawn. You feeling the shift too? Comment your biggest what if from that game. Now, Waddle's glow up. Let's unpack why Tua's calling it a big step forward. No hill means no shadows. Waddle's the sun now, demanding Huddle's redo if sloppy. Receivers room buzzing, energy electric. 5 of 6 games with 80-plus yards. That's WR1 flex against double teams, no less. Dolphins news alert. We turned down a King's ransom trade. Smartest move ever. Tua nailed it. Little things like Huddle breaks. Waddle's owning M. Pre-Hill, he was the sleek sidekick. Now, Alpha with heart, averaging 14 targets lately, converting 65% to first downs. And that Bills TD? 38 yards of pure sauce. Leadership vacuum filled. Hill's injury lit the fuse. Who's your unsung hero in this offense? Spill in the comments. Tease alert. This win's ranking high in McDaniel's Hall of Fame. But how's Tua's lesson fueling the next battle? From Madrid prep to Commanders clash, growth in motion, Fins. Chubb's delusional vibe? Spot on, we were 2-7 dogs but believed. Prep was ferocious. No pity parties, just work. Bills rolled in 6-2 Allen MVP buzz, yet we owned him. Defense. Sacks, picks, fumble recoveries, total shutdown. Offense. Balanced attack, Tua Waddle connection on fire. 30 points on Buffalo? Chef's kiss for McDaniel. Ranking it? Top tier. Beats the 22 squeaker, 21-19 escape. Edges the 23 Charger thriller, 36-34 nail-biter. This? Domination statement. Dolphins news. Momentum surge pre-Madrid. Tua's 0 turnover game? Clean as his conscience post-regret. We outrushed M 150-60. Controlled clock. Pure joy. Finally beat the bully. But the real juice? That locker room unity Tua rebuilt. Post-Charger regret? Forged steel bonds. Chubb post-game. We fought through everything. From 1-5 spiral to 3-7 with hope. This wins our oxygen. What's your favorite play from Sunday? Hit me. Back to the regrets ripple. Tua's Charger vent? It exposed cracks, discipline dips, meeting skips, but sparked fixes. He owned the breach of protect the team. Chatted it out with leaders. Result? Tighter unit, fewer penalties. Down 20% since. Madrid moment. Humble pie turned to fuel. As a Fins fanatic, I love this arc, QB growing, team rising. Details hit hard. That loss, 29-27 on a last-second FG. 3 picks from Tua. But he learned intent versus impact. Now 0 public laundry, focus inward. Stats. His completion percent up 5 points post-apology. Dolphins news gold. Vulnerability equals victory. Ever had a wish I could take it back moment? Share yours. Let's bond. Waddle's leadership leap. Tua's words. Big step in his game. Huddle resets, receiver drills. He's the coach on the field. Post-Hill, 6 games, 32 catches, 512 yards, 4 TDs. Defenses blitz. He thrives. We rejected that massive trade offer, vision validated. This kid's our future, channeling Cheetah's fire without the speed. Emotional core. Hill's injury message. Fight on. Waddle's mantra. From Jets win bittersweet to Bills blowout sweet. Tua trusts the progression. Not force-feeding, but Waddle's open. Averaging 85 yards pre-injury. Now 100 plus. Fins fans, is he Pro Bowl bound? Vote in comments. That Bills W's anatomy. Early INT? Nah. Tua rebounded 9 straight hits, 2 TD drives. Malik Washington 9-yard score. Waddle's 38-yarder electric. Defense. Ifeatu Melifonwu endzone pick. Fumble punch on Cook. 16-0 halftime lead. Historic. Outgained M400 to 250 total. McDaniel's scheme? Genius. Chubb's fire. Showed up to work. Delusional belief. From 2-7 funk to proof we can hang with elites. No mope. Daily grind paid off. Dolphins news. Playoff whisper? Maybe not, but pride restored. Tua's 280 yards. 2 scores? Vintage. Favorite highlight? Mine's a chain scamper. Tag yours. Tua's growth arc peaks here. Charger mistake taught silence in storms. Madrid. Grown from it. Relationships first. Owned to team, leaders bought in. Result? Cohesive crew. Bills blueprint. From scrutiny to spotlight, QB1 maturing. Stats. INTs down 40% since. As Dolphins diehards, this fuels hope. What's next for Tua? Predict below. Waddle unpacked. Leadership beyond stats. Huddle enforcer. Per Tua. Get it right or redo. Post-Hill void. Filled with grit. 580-plus yard games. Consistency king. Trade rejection. GM genius, we kept our gem. Now 670 season yards. Leading receivers. Dolphins news. WR1 era dawns. Hill's shadow lifted. Injury tough. But Waddle's message relay. No quit. Ignited room. Tua. His aspects leaped. From Alabama bros to Miami mains. Defenses adjust. We adapt. Fins squad. Waddle MVP chance? Agree or nah? Comment. Bills win ranked. McDaniel's best? Arguably, total control versus underdog odds. 22 Bills W? Lucky 21-19. 23 Chargers? Thriller 36-34. Tua's peak throw to Hill. This 30-13? Domination. Turnovers galore. Defense allowed 13 season low. Offense clicked, no Hill needed. Unity's edge. Tua's regret lesson. Protect inside. Echoed in prep. Chubb. Mindset same, outsiders doubt. We proved them wrong. From Charger low to Madrid high, arc complete. Dolphins news. 3-7 but alive. Playoff long shot? Fight anyway. Your rank for this W? Tell me. Wrapping the regret. Tua's Charger slip. Venting late's post-antes. Stirred storm. But Madrid maturity. Shouldn't have shared. Apology healed. Bonds unbreakable. Football second to fam, profound. Stats soar. Team cohesion score up. Per insiders. Fins fans. Inspired? What's your leadership lesson? Final Waddle shine. Tua's praise. Step forward in little things. Huddles crisp. Energy high. 80 yards floor? Reliability we craved. Trade dodge. Blessing. Now Dolphins WR1. Full stop. From injury shadow to spotlight hero. Squad. Future bright. Share your Waddle hot take. Bills epic close. That third quarter Allen scramble? MVP magic. But Melifonwu swiped it end zone. Our lead held, Patterson FG iced. 30-13 final, sweetest revenge. McDaniel post. Belief validated. From 2-7 to statement, growth everywhere. Dolphins news. Madrid bound. Confident. Tua's tie-in. Mistake-fueled focus. No distractions. Pure play. Zero picks. Laser arm. Chubb's delusion? Reality now. Fins up forever. Alright, Fins Nation. We've ridden this roller coaster from Tua's raw regret to Waddle's rise, and that Bills beatdown that'll echo forever. Dolphins news like this is why we bleed aqua. Growth, grit, and glory on the horizon. What's got you most hyped for Madrid? Tua's redemption, Waddle's takeover, or just smashing the Commanders? Drop it in the comments. Smash that like if you're feeling the fire. Subscribe for every Dolphins update, and share this with your crew. Let's pack the Bernabeu with Fins energy. Fins up, always. See you next time. How Tua grew from his biggest mistake. The Miami Dolphins quarterback touched on a variety of topics during his press conference in Madrid. Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa won during the first half against the Buffalo Bills at Hard Rock Stadium. Sam Navarro main images. Tua Tagovailoa's weekly media session certainly a different feel this week because the Miami Dolphins are on an international stage, which means different reporters asking different questions. One of those questions in Madrid dealt with the challenges that Tagovailoa has experienced during this difficult season when he's come under scrutiny for not only his performance on the field, but some of his comments in press conference settings. In answering this question, Tagovailoa revealed his biggest regret of the 2025 season and the lesson he learned. I was asked the question in a production meeting about what was the biggest challenge for me this year, that I thought whether it was playing, whether it was on the field or off the field, Tagovailoa explained. And I think the biggest one for me was off the field with the game after the Los Angeles Chargers because of what I said. Given my leadership role on the team, sharing things with the guys, telling guys, you know what the expectations are, and then our rule number one for the team is to protect the team. And then I go out and say what I say in the media. Regardless of what my intent was, you know that none of that should have been shared, none of that should have been said.